Hello everyone, this is James with In-Depth Home Projects. So the chainsaw is probably going to be your number one method that you use if you decide to make a log table. Uh, with smaller pieces, it's hard to get them as precise as you want. I was going for a 3-inch mark, and it was a little bit more, a little bit less of that, so it required me to route them all to get them level. A lot of routing on a lot of pieces. So I was going for a more precise method of cutting. I ended up trying a crosscut saw, and it was very precise. I ended up only taking off very little, but the amount of time it required, it's just not feasible. This log was about 12.5 inches, and it took a little over an hour to do this. But with the 30-inch logs that I have, 30 plus, I have to come up with something a little bit better, and I think I've got an idea. So my idea is to stick with the larger slabs, which required a 42-inch blade to make sure I could get through everything that I have to cut. I bought my chainsaw and a guide, and this is a guide rail that also came with the guide. It had a problem with leveling, so it didn't work as good as I'd hoped, but the initial cuts were pretty decent. So this was the pass that went out of level. The leveling bolts on the guide could not stay, mainly due to the vibration. There was real no way to lock them down. So I ended up trying a homemade guide, and be honest, I probably should have never even purchased the other guide and should have just started using this to begin with. It's, a 1x8, a couple 1x6s, and a 1x4 put together, and it worked great. It worked better than I ever thought it could have. I'm going to end up making a smaller one so I can cut some of the smaller logs. But yeah, definitely the way to go. Well, I think it came out pretty decent. All the cuts that I got ended up with 8 cuts total, and 6 real thick usable slabs. They look good. I don't know. What do you think? So this is just the first stump that I had to cut. This tree, unfortunately it was dying, and the power company came out and dropped it, and we ended up cleaning it up and using the remainder of the stump to cut into some slabs. These are the larger ones that I have. As you see, they're big old man pajamas, and that's the main reason I got the 42-inch blade and chainsaw, so I could make sure I could get through these. But I wanted to test it, and it works great, and I will get to cutting these here when I get some space to put them to dry. But I'm happy with the ones I got, and they look good for now, and I'm really excited to get to the larger slabs. So hope you enjoyed. Come back, watch the next one. No telling what I'm going to do. I don't even know. So we'll find out together.